As he gets closer, he starts to look and he sees an orange glow in the bottom of the hole. Obviously, that was me. He knew I had my high-vis top on. So what he'd done is he reached his hand into the excavation where he saw this little glow, and he reckons my elbow smacked against his hand, and he literally latched onto my elbow. Obviously, being a big lad and adrenaline, he's yanked me out this excavation by my elbow. He actually completely bruised my whole entire elbow, and I reckon he put it out of socket. I'm going to let him off that one, to be fair. I'm going to give him that one. So he yanks me out this excavation, and he thinks, right, I can't put Justin down anywhere because the whole street is completely flooded. So what he decides to do, he looks down the street, and just off to the right, there's a driveway. It's on a bit of a slope, like a concrete drive. So the bottom of the drive was flooded, but the top was dry. So he's thinking, if I can get Justin over to there, I can assess the situation. So he pulls me up onto this driveway, rolls me over, and that's when he reckons panic set in. He said, because as I pulled you over, I rolled you over, and he reckons my eye was literally out my socket. My whole entire hair was completely ripped out. The blood was absolutely everywhere, and I was struggling to breathe because all my airways were blocked. Now, call this luck, call it a miracle, call it whatever you want to call it. Just as he pulls me up onto this drive, a woman called Sue runs out to my rescue. Now, Sue was a retired St. John's ambulance driver. She started administering first aid, clearing airways, trying to get me stable. Connor then said he had to make the one phone call he was absolutely dreading. Now, as far as my wife was concerned, I was going to ring her back in 10 minutes and let her know how this beautiful plan has come together. So Connor rings my wife after ringing out all the paramedics and the police, and my son answers the phone. And he straight away, he says to my son, go and get your mum now. And I think my wife was putting our daughter Betty to bed. So my son said, you know, my wife's mum's putting Betty to bed, I'll get her to ring you back. And Connor's like, no, get her now. So I think he knew something's not right. So my wife gets on the phone and asks, is everything okay? And Connor's like, no, it's been an accident. And she's like, is everyone okay? Is Justin okay? He said, no, it's bad, it's bad.